I guess, and we're going to talk about another subject. We're going to talk about the subject of going to jail. You know, a lot of kids today look at it as a badge of honor to go to jail and come out. You know, not just going to go, but they look at it, yeah, you know, I'm cool. I went in, I came out, you know, nothing happened to me. I didn't become nobody's boyfriend, or girls, I didn't become nobody's girlfriend. It was okay, you know, but I'm out now, so I am the whatever, you know. And you got people who actually believe that, and they go, oh, well, yeah, well, you know, I can do this too. Oh, it's craziness. Well, a little while ago, I met a man named OG. Good morning, OG. How you doing?
How are you? I'm blessed.
Good. And he is an OG. And he's going to tell us the lovely, lovely stories of, you know, going to jail and the happiness, the food, you know, the terrific hamburgers and hot dogs and all the fun they had bonding together, you know, the kumbaya that was going on, you know, that our young men will say, you know, hey, I went in and came out, and they think it's a badge. So, OG, first of all, OG, for those who don't understand and don't know, what does OG stand for, and what is an OG?
Well, OG, in my case, stands for original gangster.
There you go.
And that's what I am. That's what I was. I was an original gangster. Now it stands for only God.
Okay.
But an OG is a person that's the leader of the gang. He's the leader. He's the most dangerous. He's the most treacherous. I have over 13 and a half years of prison, flat time, you know, and two-time loser. OG is a person that's not a good person. That's all I can say.
Right. So the rank and the respect that an OG is given outside should not be given.
That's which kind of like the president of the United States. That's what an OG is equal to in the community.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So what age were you when you decided that it was time for you to visit jail?
I was 17.
Wow.
I was 17. I had 19 counts of aggravated robbery, and I got sentenced to 6 years aggravated. You know, I didn't even finish high school. I was in the 11th grade when that happened, but I got certified. I went to Gatesville, down in Gatesville, Texas. I went to that little prison they had down there until I turned 18, and then they sent me to a prison called Pt2, you know, where they rat infested. I'm talking about, it's just undescribable. I really want to describe it, so don't nobody go down there to try to see it for themselves.
We need it because, like I said, we need it. People need to know that, like I said, you know, that you didn't eat McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's burgers. You know, you didn't get Popeye's chicken and all that.
No, ma'am. We ate chicken a la king. I know y'all probably ain't never heard of these meals that I'm about to name. Because these meals on a very special menu.
Ooh.
And, yeah, we ate chicken a la king. I don't know. We ate some kind of meal that had some kind of pig meat in it with like macaroni. Oh, man, it was just terrible. The menu is terrible. That's all I can tell you. I can tell you, it's terrible. So it's almost like eating on the street, but just plentiful, you know. They have the food, but it's just like dirty, and you know, it's prison not a place, man, for nobody. It's undescribable.
So there was no kumbaya in prison? No.
Yes, it's gonna be a kumbaya. It's gonna be a kumbaya if you can't fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you can't fight, then you'll be somebody's kumbaya.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, some kumbayas going in. All I can tell anybody, if you're not a real soldier, say, man, stop stealing, stop killing, stop doing anything, man, that's going to lead you to prison. Your best bet is to go ahead on and go to college and do what your mama and daddy tell you to do, and just avoid all that, man, because it takes a certain type of man to go down through that.
So while you were there at the young age of 17, was there a big fear factor when you walked in there?
You know, believe it or not, it really wasn't. Because the song Poor Family, I came from a rich family, but my family was poor in morals. So when I was 15 years old, before I was even old enough to go to prison, my uncles and cousins and all them had been 2 and 3 times, and they had already told me what to do in prison. I knew what to do in prison before I knew what to do in school.
Wow.
Yeah, so they sent me to prison at 15 mentally. When you go in there, somebody say something, you hit them in their mouth and all that. But I kept telling my uncle, man, I want to be a fireman. But my uncle say, no, you ain't going to be nothing with a siren on it. Oh, wow. I say, well, okay. So, you know, my best friend went on to become, right now, you know, he's a lieutenant in, you know, in the sheriff department. He wanted to be a police, and I wanted to be a fireman. So, you know, his mother and them let him be who he wanted to be, but my family was a drug family, you know, and my family, they didn't want me to be nothing with a siren on it. So
they wanted you basically to follow the family plan.
Right. I was in the family's plan. I didn't really know that. I wanted to be something else because the friends that I hung with, they had both of their parents. My daddy was in the pen, and my mama had gave me away. So
wow.
I was raised by my uncle and them, and they was drug dealers and killers.
Wow.
Yeah. So when
you went in, you weren't scared?
No, I wasn't scared because I had already came from an environment like that. I'm from a neighborhood called Joppe, and it's a little neighborhood in Dallas, and it's one of the most notorious neighborhoods in Dallas. If you come to Dallas and say you're going to Joppe, they're going to tell you, please don't go out there. So I was already a product of toughness and shootouts and dope things and killing, and I just saw that every day in the fights, and that was just every day. So when I went to prison was kind of like a controlled environment from the same type of environment that I came from. That's it.
So more so, what do you want to call it? On the outside of the environment, let's just say you went to bed when you wanted to. In the prison environment, you went when they said go.
When they said go. That was the only difference. The toughness and all that kind of stuff, that was in there. It was just instilled in me anyway.
Wow. And so how many years did you do?
My first fall, I'm a 2-time loser. My first time I did 4 on the 6, and my second time I did 9 years, 6 months on the 15, non-aggravated.
Woo! What was that one for?
I ain't gonna get off into that one, but there's some things I did that I shouldn't have did that I was a part of, and because I don't want to bring those other guys in it, but right. Yeah, it had a lot to do with some diamond rings and stuff like that. You know, we had took some stuff from some people that we didn't supposed to have, and
it was a permanent loan.
Yeah, and then something like that, and then one of the people saw it on the person and the person said, "Oh, we got that from Lil Carl."
Oh,
yeah, and then they got me.
Wow. So the second time, did you go to the same place?
No, the second time I was a grown man then, I didn't go through the preliminaries, Right. The first time I went to Little Hilltop for a little while. Anybody that's listening, they know Hilltop. There's some prisoners that's listening. They know Hilltop over there where you eat snow cones and you in dormitories, but you still in prison, but it's kind of like a reformatory place, kind of like teaching you how to not do stuff. It's like juvenile, really. Play basketball, but you eat good over there, though. Steaks and I'm talking about because it's like a 300-man unit.
Okay.
It's small,
right?
But when you go to Beto now, you're looking at like 3,900-man unit, 3,000-man unit. So they feed you little spoons and little scoops of stuff because they got so many people they have to feed.
And you have a time limit on eating?
Yeah, 2 minutes. That's it. If they hit that table, you out of there. Like when it's 4 people sit at a table. When the 4th person sit down, they start counting.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you got to go. You got because you don't have time to eat. They got to feed 3,000 people, man.
Man.
Yeah. So, and and don't worry about tipping the waiters either. Yeah. Yeah.
So the day in and day out routines, are they mundane, or are they okay, or is it ridiculous after a while?
It becomes like like every morning you get up and wash your face and brush your teeth. That's mandatory. Those two things you're gonna do every morning.
Right.
Like that. It's just repetitive. One morning eggs, next morning pancakes, eggs, pancakes, eggs, pancakes. This child back, gym back. That's it. And then at one point, I had got in some trouble down there. I went to a place called administrative segregation.
Ooh.
And I stayed in administrative segregation for like 3 years and 6 months, just coming out my cell like 1 hour a day.
1 hour?
I was labeled as a physically aggressive, mentally ill offender. So they put me in a program called PAMIO. That's what it stands for. And yeah, man, I had to do my time like that for almost 4 years. And I'm talking about just imagine just coming out of being in a cell 23 hours a day, and you just come out they give you an hour recreation, and then you shower, and they put you right back in your cell. And that's where I became the rapper at, because I had nothing else to do. I had pet rats. The prison. Yeah, prison got rats everywhere, so I just used to catch rats, and they be in the bed with you and everything back there in administrative segregation. I had 2-3 pet rats and all kind of stuff back there. You just become a caveman. You become an unbelievable man. You don't even believe that your mind can endure something so isolated.
Right. So for the 23 hours that you're locked up, you talking to anybody?
Yeah, myself.
So for 3 years?
Yeah, you got neighbors, of course. You got you back there with people. You talking over the run and stuff. Okay. What's up, baby? I ain't doing nothing. Hey, what's up? I'm chilling. All that kind of stuff. You see, it's people back there, and then you always talk to your neighbors. You play chess, like with numbers and stuff like 0-1 to 23, and that'd be my knight moving over somewhere. He had the numbers on his board as well, and you just become creative, and you do stuff back there like crazy, man.
See, that would drive me absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it's mind wrecking. It's I'm over here sweating now thinking about it, because I was like, man, that was the hardest part of my time right there. But I became an avid reader.
Okay.
I read a lot.
Okay.
And they kept us books back there and stuff. Plus we had our property. I had my radios and all that kind of stuff. We listened to music. We could, but it's just that we couldn't even come out that little bitty cell. And those cells are real, real small.
Wow.
So you just walking back and forth doing push-ups and sit-ups.
Wow.
And stuff, of course our bodies be so pretty when we get out. We have some great looking bodies and stuff.
Well, you have to. You have nothing else to do but work out.
That's it, because I was telling people, man, you talking about 100, man, I'm my age now, I can do 100 push-ups non-stop. I used to do 200 and 300 of them every day. I'll push up. I don't know why my body just made for that. I don't know. I'm institutionalized at some point.
Well, yeah, you would be. So, okay, and you were talking about the neighborhood that you were raised up in. So, actually, you experienced, I'll say, neighborhood PTSD.
Yeah.
Because
it's like going to the military or something and coming back crazy.
Right. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Because if you're raised in a violent neighborhood, you do become what you want to call it, more inclined like it than you are against it, and it becomes a way of life for you. Whether if somebody else is going on, it's not a way of life.
Yeah.
Wow. So, what would you say to a young man today who is traveling down the wrong road and he think it's cool?
Hey, brother, I would say get off that road, man. I'm telling you, bro, that road is going to lead to a very bad life, man. I'm serious, man. To people that are living that type of life, okay, yeah, they gonna applaud you, man. But When you get by yourself, yeah, but when you get by yourself, see, that's when it hits you. When you get by yourself, man, because I used to cry every day and say, man, why did I do that? You know, why I be doing stuff all the time? Why I just can't do the right thing? And I said to myself, I said, if they ever let me out of this segregation, I'm going to do the right thing. And I went to classification, and the warden gave me a chance to do the right thing, and I came on home. And I'm telling people, man, that's in the game, man, y'all better get out the game, man, because, watch, man, you ain't going to be able to vote. You're going to feel like a non-productive citizen, man. Right. And then if everybody's mind not strong like mine, you know, most people got soldier mind. See, I was born to be a leader. I'm the OG. I'm a natural OG. I'm a natural fool. And that's just what I am. And my mindset is different, but everybody's mind ain't strong like mine, bro. I done seen people in there with 3 years kill themselves. Yeah, man. So, man, if you heading down that road, man, I'm telling you, man, you gonna lose more than you gain, because you gonna gain the respect of the hood, but you gonna lose the respect of the world, man. You ain't gonna be able to vote. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. You ain't gonna be able to get no job. Ain't nobody gonna trust you. And then frustration gonna set in again, and then you gonna find yourself in that cycle again, man, back in the game, doing the same thing because you mess your life up at an early age. It just so happened that God blessed me to be a rapper for him, and that's what I had. He gave me a cushion. Everybody don't have that cushion to bounce back on. So, and that's why the recidivism rate is so high, because they not teaching you nothing down there, bro. So you really wasting your time. You might well go and stay out here. Because when you going out, they teaching stuff. They teaching trades that's not even relevant out here, man. You think I'm going to go to the penitentiary and General Motors going to hire me? They teaching a trade in there how to teach you how to run wrongs at a car dealership. Man, the car dealership ain't finna hire no murderer.
Yeah, that's true.
So you out here teaching me a class that I'm finna come out here and fail, then you give me $50 to start all over. Now, I've been gone 9 years and 6 months, and you give me $50 to start all over with this record behind me and all this stuff. Man, it's impossible.
Wait a minute, you get $50?
Man, you get $50. When you get out, I did 9 years and 6 months. When I got out, I had more money on my books than what they gave me. They gave me $50, man. They give everybody $50. Something like that, and then I think they give you 50 when you go see your parole officer or something like that. Wow. To make sure you coming to see them. See, that's how they trick you the first time, because they want to make sure they get you on that paperwork, because they know you broke. Right. Oh, yeah, I'm going to see my PO, man, to pick up that $50, but all the time they making sure that you heard, getting all the information from you, because they know you finna mess up.
Right, they waiting for you to mess up.
Yeah, they praying that you, because one person told me, look, man, if y'all don't mess up, then how I'm going to work? This job stability to me.
That's right.
So people playing with other people's lives just to work.
And people don't understand that.
Yeah, they don't understand that, man. It's deep, man. It's a deep thing, man. And, it's designed to take us out the game. And what I mean by that, I mean take us out the voting so we can't run nothing. Take us out of all that. The first time I ever voted in my life was for Obama.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm a citizen now. Hey, right. I'm good now. But I'm just saying all this. And then still right today, I don't work. All the jobs I had was through people like you. You say, oh, my brother got a lawn service. He'll give you a job. Yeah. Because when I go put in an application, oh, man, please.
Oh, yeah, they do the background check.
Man, please. That background check kicks me out all the time. So I had to figure it out, man. And everybody's mentality, Miss Phyllis, is not strong as mine, man. I was an OG, so I was a thinker naturally. So I had to figure out a way to make it. And a lot of people don't do that, so they turn right back into the dope game. Become killers again, right. Yeah, man. I got all my partners. I got a lot of partners back in the pen. They can't make it. My homeboy Johnny Boy just did 27 years flat.
Wow.
got out, and man, he going crazy. He don't know how to make it out here because
right.
he used to. His money is cookies and tater chips and soups. Out here we deal with real money and real issues and real bills. Yeah, come on, man. You don't pay no bills in there. They don't teach you nothing about. They don't prepare you for the world.
Right. Man, think about it. If someone's in jail 20 years, we've changed so much in a 20-year period. We're technology ready and savvy, and in jail you're not technology savvy. So when you get out, you're behind.
Man, you super behind.
Yeah, you're behind, and vehicles have changed, and the world changed.
Yes, ma'am. You don't even know how to use a cell phone when you get out. When I got out, I was like, man, what is this? They said, man, this is a cell phone. I was like, boy, when I left, the cell phone was big like a cup or something. You had a big old cup on your ear or something talking. Now these phones are so little they go in your pocket. Yeah, that kind of stuff like that was mesmerizing to us, man. They don't teach you no computer classes, and you just be illiterate when you get out.
Yeah, you are. You really are. Because years ago, I met a man who he was telling his story, and I went to hear his story because people kept saying it was interesting, and it was because he was talking about when he got out. He did 30 years in jail, and when he got out. He said the first thing he seen was an SUV, and he didn't know what it was. He said it was a funny looking vehicle, and he was told it's an SUV. And I'm
laughing because I understand.
and he was like, it's an SUV, and he was like, so what does that mean? And he said and then like the cell phone. He said when he went in jail, the cell phone was in a box. Your phone was in a big box. And the box sat on your vehicle, and it was just a big box with a big old phone. Yeah. He said when somebody whipped out a phone talking on it, he's like, what is that? He said, they said it's a cell phone. He said, so what happened to the box? And they told him, what box? Well, the person he was talking to was like, what box? Yeah. He said, so they went to an educational thing on. When I went to jail, it was a phone in the big, huge box. He said, and he said to see this thing on somebody's ear, he was like, so what is that?
Yes, and that's hilarious, but it's real, and I'm laughing because when I came out, I went to McDonald's, right?
Oh,
and when I left, they were serving drinks. When you order, they give you your drink.
Yeah, okay.
So when I went and ordered and asked for a drink she gave me an empty cup. And I was like, say, ma'am, I asked for a drink. She say, sir, this is your drink. I say, ain't no soda now. You just gonna play. I'm going off. I'm big, fresh out the penitentiary, looking crazy. I got my homeboy with me. They laughing. They like, oh, gee, the soda water machine over there, bro. You go get your own soda now. And when I looked over there and seen that you go over there and get your own ice now and your own soda, I was messed up. I had to apologize to that lady because I done went off in that thing and she gave me an empty cup.
Yeah, and that would look strange. Yeah, that would.
Yeah, so, we be thrown off, man. We don't even know how to go in restaurants no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and that's pitiful, man. And that's why I became a part of this organization, man, so I can enlighten brothers. If you want to know about prison, just ask me. You don't got to go.
And we need to know because, like you said, you went to McDonald's to get a soda. She gave you an empty cup, and you trying to figure out why she's trying to rip you off.
Yeah, I went off. Oh, no, I went off. I embarrassed my home. They had to get up out their seats and come over there and say, man, what's going on? I asked this lady for a drink. She gonna give me an empty cup and sit here and tell me that this my drink. Like I don't see that it ain't nothing in here. They was like, oh, gee, the drink machine, you help your ma'am, he been gone for a while. We apologize. I was embarrassed. Them people were looking at me like, man, where you been?
Where you been, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So you'll be here with Stop the Violence in July, correct?
Yes, I'll be down there.
So more kids and more young people will be able to listen to your story.
Yes, and I want them to listen. I hope it helps somebody to not want to go down there, man, because I'm going to tell it to you. You think I'm telling you the horrific part. No, I'm telling you the good part. I ain't telling you about them booty bandits and all that stuff that's gonna be down there waiting on you. Yeah, I ain't telling you about that part there. I'm just telling y'all about the living conditions that you gonna be up under. It's some more stuff come with it too now.
So we know we only know them as blanket parties. Have the name changed from a blanket party to something else?
I don't know. When I left, they were called booty bandits. And I'm just giving you the real names, the uncut names. I don't know now. Y'all can
no, we need to know the real name. So
y'all can disguise it for the whatever that you know, but they call it riding. That's the good. That's
right.
That's kind of like the underground word for it without the police knowing. You know, you'll say, "Oh, he riding with me," or "He my kid."
Oh.
You know, and it's. Yeah, and there's a lot of people down there, you know, like us. You know, our family, we didn't actually, you know, participate in the sex part, but we did participate in the protection part.
Right.
So they wouldn't get sexed up, you know, by some of them big old mandingos down there, you know, that down there 365. How you gonna give a man 365 aggravated years? He got to do 150 years before he even come up for parole, and then you put a little pretty little white boy in his cell. Come on, man.
Yeah, because he can't get no more time.
He can't get no more time. He out of it. Come on, then you put a little old bitty friendly little white boy in his cell, or friendly whoever in his cell, because it's not a race thing down there. It is to a certain extent when it comes to rides and stuff, but who ride with you and pay you, it don't matter. You can be a Mexican, black, Puerto Rican, Chinese, you know, it don't matter, but. You know, how can you do a person like that? This person got 306. When I first went, I had 15 non-aggravated. My celly had 2 life sentences.
Oh, wow.
It just so happened I knew him because I was popular from the streets. I'm the OG. I'm just coming to the penitentiary, so my name is already ringing, and I'm from Joppy. I'm from this crazy little town, you know, where we kill people every day, where it's just murder city. There's nobody even going out here. You know, so, you know, I already had a reputation, so they moved me in a cell with a dude named Iceberg. He had 2 life sentences, but he knew me from Joppy. I knew some of his people, but I'm just showing you how they do you. I got 15 non-aggravated years, man, and they put me in a cell with a dude that's finna be down here for 70 years.
Right.
Before he even come up for parole.
Yeah, so he don't have no more. He can do whatever, he can actually do whatever he wants to do because there's nothing else they can do to him.
Ain't nothing else. There you go. Now, here I am on a 15 non-aggravated. I'm supposed to do 18 months and come home. So I end up doing 9 years and 6 months because they done already started me out wrong by putting me with a dude that don't give a care.
Right.
So now here I am. So I done already picked up that mentality because the mentality ain't far from it. I'm not far from that mentality no way.
Correct.
This is how I've been living my whole life.
Wow.
Yeah, man, this man here just had stabbed and killed some people up at the Lady Pearl in Dallas. It was a club in Dallas. But he had stabbed and killed some people with a screwdriver, man. They gave that boy 2 life sentences. Now, I'm in here with a dude that's a straight-up killer.
Wow.
Yeah, man, but I'm a killer too, though, but mine wasn't on record.
Right.
Yeah, you know, all mine was because that's how I became OG. So they know you don't become an OG without a body count.
Right.
Yeah, so I already, my name spoke for itself. My name Carl William. Ain't no O or no G in my name.
Man. So, but kids need to hear the real story because a lot of times when we talk to children, and I'll say we, it's not me or you, or just when people talk to children, they take everything and coat it with a little sugar. And then when the kid goes and does what you said don't do, it's because you didn't make it real enough.
Right.
You know, like I said, we said blanket party, so you told me what it actually is, so I need to now use the right terms.
Yeah, you going to go down there and be riding. Tell them that. You going to go down there and be riding with a big old man that got 300 and some years that you going to ride or die.
Because I used to tell kids you're going to be Bubba's boyfriend.
Bubba, big 50, you know what I'm saying? Big Ford. Yeah, it's Big Ford still down there. He should be down there. Shouts out to you, Big Ford, if y'all hear me on the radio. Big Ford got about 460 something years or something like that. Now he waiting on somebody to come through there.
What I need to tell you is that my show is the only show right now that the people in Gatesville prison can listen to.
Well, them people down there in
So
Gainesville,
they can
shout
hear
out,
me.
y'all. This your boy Joppy, man. You know what I'm saying? From Joppy, Texas,
Yeah,
man. All
yeah.
y'all that know me down there, man. Mandingo Warrior for life, man. What's up, Mandingo?
Yeah, they're allowed to listen to my show. We're in Carver's Cove, so we're not far away. But I got a word out that they're allowed to listen to my show.
Well, I come from the Terrier unit. I'm from that. They call it Pulaski now, but we the first one to open up that Charles T. Terrier unit, man. So they already know I'm one of them rocking boys, man. I'm straight up off of Pt2, where they send everybody from Ferguson B. They send all the bad dudes like us from Asig and all that. They sent us over on one unit. It was called Terrier unit, Charles T. Terrier unit, and it's Pulaski now. That's where Pimp C was at. But I'm one of the ones that opened that unit up.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm Joppy. They know me. I'm a legend down there.
Well, they'll hear you. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm a legend. Mandingo Warrior, Lieutenant, man. You know, yeah, man. That's the only gang. I mean,
wow.
Yeah.
So
our gang stand for the unity of black people. We try to bring it together down there. You know, we try to help them brothers out. They, you know, we save a lot of lives, man. You know, but everybody know Mandingo Warriors. We one of the strongest gangs in prison. So, you know.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, we one of the biggest and the strongest gangs in prison. Mandingo Warriors.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some knowledge. I didn't know about the Mandingo Warriors.
Oh yeah. Mandingo Warriors is a Mandink from the Mandinka tribe, and that's what we stand for. We stand for bringing our people together, you know, and people awareness. You know, most of us are Muslim, you know, but they told me I was a 5%er.
Oh,
know?
yeah, 5%er. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know that's I go to Thailand. I make lots, you know, I do, but you know. Hey man, my life is what it is, man. You know, I love Jesus, and I really believe that Jesus is pure. You know, I did research on both of them. You know, I respect Elijah Muhammad, but you know, if you going by religion and you going by purity, then you know, hey man, I just feel like Jesus' life was more pure. You know, and that's just what I believe. You know, but I respect all my homies and what they believe in. You know, I'm respect for Islam, much respect for my Mandingo brother, but you know that's just what I believe. You know?
So in July we'll get to hear you do some gospel rap.
Yes, and
we'll also hear your story.
You get to hear my hit song, Po Family.
Okay, all right. Well, I want to thank you for coming on KISS this morning, giving us our history, because we now know we need to know if I'm gonna say a word to kids about going to prison, I need to say the right words, not whatever words. I need to say the right words, because I'm not one to sugarcoat anything. I think we should talk about everything straight and raw. If we do that enough, that's when kids will become more aware of what's going on. But to me, when we sugarcoat something, we allow them to do it because we've made it sound so cute, so sweet.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like just to make it real brief. It's kind of like religion. See, the preachers tell about Jesus, but they don't preach about revelations.
Right.
You know, they tell all the goodness about accepting Jesus, but they don't read Revelations, man. So prison is Revelations.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, I promise you it is.
It will be. It will. See, the only time I'm going to prison is on the other side to go visit somebody.
Yeah, because they got one for you down there too, Miss Phyllis. If you get out of line down there in Gainesville, there's a number of women down there.
And see, I'm like that. I'm like the
Riverside,
Angela.
All that down through there.
I'd be in trouble for real because I'm the Angela Davis person.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd be down there trying to organize. I'd be down there organizing some walkout or something or whatever. So it wouldn't be good. But
you would be down there citing rides and everything.
That would be me. Yes.
Yeah.
It would be me. But I want to thank you for coming on and give us some history of what we need to know from someone who's been there, not who read the book, but from somebody who's been there, because that's more important that we hear from people who've been there other than some study, because studies are nothing. I can have a study on my own and come up with some idea, but the actual people that's been there and they've talked to is good. I want you, when you get here, it's a friend of mine, her name is Tiger. And we're from the Detroit. And she spent time there. And while she was in jail, she learned to become a writer. And she has an interesting story also about going in there and you know, in her experience. So while you're here, I'm introduce you to Tiger, so y'all can do a workshop and people would run out the room saying I'm not going to jail.
Already, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to detour them from that jailhouse, man, because ain't nothing in jailhouse, man, but food.
Yeah, she can have you. You two would have people leaving. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not even going to visit people.
Yeah,
which would be good. But we'll see you in July. And as time goes on, I'm going to talk about July and what's going to go on with No More Violence. I'm going to talk about the program more and more as it gets more in sync until it gets here.
Okay.
But I want to thank everyone for listening to Kids Community Connections, and I want us not to go back to the same blanket party. Just call it riding, like it's riding. We need to use that word because that sounds worse than blanket parties.
Yeah.
Sounds worse. Okay, so that'll be my new word I got for the day when I talk to our young men and young women about, you know, them wanting to be tough and bad and all that stuff like that. But like I said, I want to thank everyone for listening to Kids Community Connections, and I hope you learned a lot this morning. And I want you to always remember, you cannot lead a positive life with a negative mind. We'll talk to you next Sunday. Bye now.